I will talk about how to create a hotspot activity for your students. You'll use a hotspot when you have an image that you would like the students to select certain portions of to answer a question. So think of the website verifications that want to verify you're a human, and you have to choose all of the images with a stoplight in them. That would be an example of a hotspot. From your Lumi dashboard, you can either go to Content or scroll down to Create New Content to get started. Options of activities you can choose, you'll want to scroll down to Image Hotspots, where we will create an image with multiple info hotspots. As with all these different types of activities, you can always click on Details and Content Demo to get a little bit more information about how each of the items works. But for our purposes, we're going to take a look at a hotspot activity and create one of those. For the title of our hotspot, we're going to help the baker find his fruits. Next, we want to select the image to use for the hotspots. Now, I have an image that I've already created using ChatGPT, and that image can now load up in here, so you'll see how it looks. If there's any copyright information to go with the image, like the fact that it was created with ChatGPT, you can enter it there. Let's also enter some alt text so that assistive technologies can interpret what they're seeing on the page. So we'll just enter a cartoon baker looking at a selection of fruit baskets and pies. The hotspot icon is the little shape that will show up on the page when the student hovers their cursor over it. So you can just use a predefined icon or upload a specific image if you'd like. You can also choose the symbol that it appears as, like a plus sign, a minus sign, a check mark, etc. I chose a hotspot color that will show up really well against the background of the picture, but you can choose any color that works for you. Next up, you'll choose the hotspot positions. So on my picture, I'm going to choose a location right here up on the strawberries. The content that I want to enter for the strawberries is a little bit of text. And when the student chooses the strawberries, I'd like them to see a message that says something like, great job finding the strawberries. The next hotspot I'll choose is right down below it where the user has now found the blueberries. So again, I'll enter some text content to say blueberries are a grapefruit for pies, or something to that effect. I can continue choosing my hotspots for apples and peaches as well. I can also select areas where the student has chosen something and I don't want them to choose it. So, for example, if the student selects one of the pies, I can say with some text again, sorry, that's a pie, so that the student knows they have not selected the right item. Once I've created all of the hotspots for my 4 correct fruits and 3 incorrect pies, then I can scroll back to the top of the screen and hit save. Once the content is saved, I can head over to view to make sure that my exercise looks and behaves the way I want it to look for students. And here's what our hotspot exercise will look like in a full screen view. Seeing that we have our plus symbol in the green as hotspot 1, where when we click on it, it says, great job finding the strawberries. And when we click on an incorrect spot, we'll get the, sorry, that's a pie message. Once the students have clicked all of the correct items, it'll tell them that they have done all the correct, selected all the correct choices. And that's how you can create a hotspot activity using Lumi.